Okay, so hello everyone. Good morning. Let's get this started 1 second. So we are here today for Stefan's intern graduation presentation, and we have here Coffee D, also Kak Chris and Kanadia from PD team. So maybe for Stefan itself, I think we are ready to go. Without further ado, you can start your presentation from now.
All
Good
right.
luck.
Okay, Rian, thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to share my screen first. Yeah. Mm, Okay, can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, yes.
All right. Okay. Let me start this. Yeah. Okay. Good morning and also good afternoon, everyone. So thank you for coming to this presentation of mine today. And and so started from July until October 2021. All right. So what we are going to talk about, there are three things. The first one is the projects that I've been working on. The second one is the things that I have learned. And the third one is the things that Bukit Vista has inspired me. Started from the first topic, which is the projects that I have been working on. So basically, as you guys must have known, I have been working on the automated testing campaign, and I think there are several sub projects that I could take away from that. The first one is the automated testing itself. So basically, this is where I create most of the automated tests, and there are 74 working automated tests that I have created, and it's already working too. And the last time period of my testing was last Wednesday until last Friday, which is 20 and until 22 October 2021. And the test results among the 74 tests, the 70 tests have been passed, and the rest four of the tests have been failed. And also, I'm sorry. Also, this test is what we are going to do with this test is that we can already do validation, like for example, the notification shown up. So basically, I could validate any notification that pops up after, like for example, creating a booking or creating a listing property and something like that. So basically, it's just to mark it just as the mark that one test or one user task is already finished. So I could also do the condition, like for example, the reservation calendar. So if I could show it here, will be by default the today's date. And I'm sorry, my internet connection is unstable. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. All right. So basically, for example, the reservation calendar, if you can see here, it's already by default the today's date, and most of my tests was using the data coming from the 25th of August, which means that we have to click this button twice just to deliver us to the August one, and then we can just click the 25th of the August and then click OK. Now, I have implemented the condition. So basically, whenever it says that, for example, let me get back to the today's date. Yeah. So for example, if it stated that if it's stated that the time which is this month, which is the October, then it will click this button twice just to get us back to the August. And then whenever the month changes, like for example, the next week you'll be November already, then perhaps like this one, perhaps by the 1st of November, then the button will be clicked no longer twice, but 3 times, just to get back to August. And then when it comes to December, then it will be clicked 4 times. So basically that's one of the conditions that I have implemented in my test case. Okay, let's go back to this one. Yeah. Okay, so I have also enhanced my test with several add-ons that that you test project provides me. Like for example, like the get text. This is just to validating the input from the user. Like for example, when a user fills up the booking booking form, create booking form, then we can just also validate using the function get text. And also for this the function pause, perhaps this will be useful. I'm sorry. This will be useful. I'm sorry. This will be useful, like for example, when the user table sometimes just takes a while just to load the whole data. For example, like this one, before it shows up, then the table needs to load some data first. And I think a test project will have the tendency to fail this test because it wants to detect as soon as possible this table, but instead the table still needs to load the data itself first. So that's the function of the method pause. Like for I'm sorry. Okay, for the example for this pause, that's the example of the method. So basically, we can just pause this project from executing the steps for a while. Like we can just state 10 seconds or 15 seconds until the table is done collecting the data. So I think that's the function of the add-ons from the test project. And the 74 tests that I have made before have covered most of the function that users often use, because whenever when I last did the user interview, I found out that some of the tests that I have implemented there turned out were rarely used by the user itself. So yeah, moving on to the second one, which is the bug finding. So as I have mentioned before, I have done the user interview last Wednesday until last Friday. And the purpose of this user interview is to cross-check the task by meeting up with several clients. Like, for example, Kak Sasha from HR, Mawayana from CMBD, Kak David from Finance, Kak Shelin from HR, I have several findings that 50 are working fine, and the 8 of the tests are rarely used, and the 9 of the tests have suggestions, and also 1 of the tests have problems. So basically, I moving on to the next documentation. The next document that I have created is the Trello card. So basically, when after I found the also that user during the user interview. And the third one is the code script. So basically, the function of the script is to retrieve data coming from test project. So basically, I use the API that test project has given me freely through the online platform. And also, I could use store the data, the test results data that I have gained into the database. And the using this code script, it's already functioning well too. And the fourth one is the regarding the documentation. So basically, since so I also made the documentation that contains some useful information that I got from watching tutorial videos or even the activity implementing it myself too. And with this documentation, I can also explain how to create tests, retrieve test results, and also best practices to follow. So that's the use of the documentation. Moving on to the fifth one is regarding the Vds Visualization. So we can visualize the portion of the tasks that are failed and also passed, and we can also compare it to the previous week. And I would like to thank CoVD for continuing this project. As you can see, this is the most recent form that CoVD has designed. So we no longer have to use the old form, which still consists of which is still disabled to compare the test result from this week to the previous week. So on the Vds Visualization, there is also a test table that contains all the test project data stored inside the database. It also includes the test description, as you can see here, that users could use as the references to the previous visualization. So for example, when a user finds that one test is failed, then we can just see the test name and then see what it actually does through this description. So I think that's all my projects that I have delivered. And the second one is that I'm going to talk about the lessons and the things that I have learned during my 3-month internship here. The first one is regarding the willingness to learn. So basically, it actually applies the core value file fast. So during my 3 months of the internship, and I think it's okay if you make a mistake, because the most important one is that you can learn something from it, like you can take some lesson from it, and you can just move on to a better performance that you could have by improving the value that you could deliver by learning from the mistake. And the second one is basically the importance of I think this applies the core value help others to help themselves, and I learned that the importance of the cooperativeness when I first started working on has impact work. You have to be responsible for your own work, and I think that's one of the important key points that I could take from my internship here. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, the third one is the detailed oriented. So I think this applies to the details matter core value, and I think I felt like I was learning about this concept detail oriented mostly when I create a test. So basically, for example, the condition test, the condition that I have mentioned here, like this one, reservation calendar. I have learned about the detail oriented. Like I want the best for this test design that I have designed. Like I every time I find something that still could be improved, any detail that still could be improved into a better step, like for example, step, I have the tendency and the urgency to make it better and to be easier for the user to use. So I think that's also the important one of the details matter core value. And the last one that I would like to state is regarding the importance of documentation. And I think this applies to details matter and also help others to help themselves too. And I think I feel the importance of it when I last delegated the test project to Canada. And it's because I think the documentation that I have made turned out to be really useful for her, because she no longer has to watch several videos instead of doing that, instead of spending much time by learning from the documentation that I have written there. So that's all the lessons, and moving on to the third and the last topic, which is the transformation and the things that Bukit Vista has inspired me, and the transformation that I felt before I joined the company and also after I joined the company. The first one is to be more professional, knowledgeable regarding how working at a real company feels like, because as you guys must have known, this is my very first time of my internship, and I think it's also one thing that I have felt transformation. The was only learning from the college class and from any campus projects, and I have I have felt its massive impact to me. And the third one is to be self-dependent. Like as you guys know, that the automated testing hasn't been established at least before I joined the internship. So basically, it was first initiated when I first started having my internship here. Important to be self-dependent, and I think I have felt the transformation regarding this concept too. So I felt like I became more self-dependent to work on something from the scratch. Like I had to create the documentation, I had to create the visualization, and I had also I had to create the test, the automated test. It's I think it's also regarding the fact that I am the only quality assurance intern here, so I had to be more dependent and more responsible for my work. So, and the last transformation that I felt is regarding the leadership. So I felt like I was a happy hour with Chris, like the last Friday 3 weeks ago, if I'm not wrong. So I remember getting some feedback when I first hosting the all hands meeting, and I could use the feedback just to improve my public speaking skill, and I think I could prove it well enough during my happy hour session with Chris hosting the event, because on the next all hands, which is the next Tuesday, Kak Ara just told me that it was pretty good, and it was also fun to about games. So I think that's also one key improvement and one key transformation that I have felt during my internship here. And I think so so far I have gained some important life values from the company, met several talented, outstanding people like Kabayu, Kofidi, and also Kanadia, and also Chris for like you guys have been so amazing and also amazed me and inspired me also. Like you could handle several projects working as several functions like as the C level and as a UI UX designer, and also the part. And I also have learned about how working at a company actually feels like, and I think that sums up my satisfaction for having such experience to work at Bukit Vista. So I would also like to thank you for your attention, and also for the opportunity that you have given me to work and have my internship for the past. I think that's all that I could deliver. Perhaps back to Ryan.
Okay, thank you, Stefan. Like, what a cool presentation and dedication that you have brought out to the table recently. Okay, since Stefan has recently finished his presentation, maybe I'd like to hear from Coffee D first for his presentation. Over to Coffee D.
Yep. Thank you very much, Evan. Congrats, Stefan, on completing your internship and also achieving the honor of having a intern graduation presentation. And it's always delightful to work together with Stefan. Actually, Stefan, to anyone's watching, Stefan is the founder lah, let's say, on the QA system in Bukit Vista, because before Stefan is present, we don't have like QA engineers at all. And he did, it's true, he did learn a lot of things himself on how to build from scratch everything. He explored for, I guess that's project, yeah, Stefan, yeah. And through his innovation, I believe that a lot of like I inspired on top of it, the fundamental that he have built. And yeah, see you on top, and also don't be a stranger, yeah, Stefan, yeah. Well done, well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Sangat well lah.
Okay, thank you, Kofidi.
Okay, thank you, Kofidi, for the constructive feedback. Maybe next to Kanadia. Kanadia, would you like to deliver some words for Stefan?
Okay, thank you. So I will say different thing to from Vidya. So I would like to say thank you to Stephen for all your hard works for the quality assurance tools and so on and so forth as well. And also Stephen is very passionate man. He's very like active intern. So I like the positive energy from him. It's very great. So I believe you can do great things in the future. So good luck for your future endeavor and don't be strangers. Thank you,
you, Kanadia.
Stephen.
Okay, thank you, Kanadia. Maybe last but not least for Kak Chris, you may get some words for Stefan.
Hello, Stefan. First of all,
Hello.
congratulations for your graduation, actually. And I have two words to describe Stefan. The first one is disciplined. The second one is consistency. So I do learn a lot from you as well, like reflecting to myself as well. And I think you are one of the, because discipline and consistency is really hard to maintain, but I can see that you maintain it pretty well in your 3 months internship. And it turns out to be good because the result that we have of your TA infrastructure is really good as well and can be transferred to other people to build on top of that as well. So you have done a lot of great things here, Stefan, and I wish you all the best for upcoming features. Everything from your thesis, from your next adventures for your career and life. So have fun. And yeah, that's all for me.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris.
Okay, since everyone have their feedbacks on the table, maybe I will over to Stefan first. Do you have some last word before I wrap up the session?
Okay, so I think most of the things that I wanted to tell regarding my gratitude and also my grateful feeling have already written there. But I would also like to mention that I wanted also to apologize for like so many mistakes that I might have mentioned, and also perhaps some behaviors that might also offend any one of you. And yeah, I think I just want to deliver my apology. And I think Kabayu is already here.
Yes,
And,
yes.
okay.
Maybe Kabayu, you want to say something for Stefan, even if you don't see the presentation. Yes, no.
Sorry, I was outside today, so I cannot attend from the beginning. But what you are talking about? So if we are talking about Stefan, then I think Stefan has delivered pretty important work during his internship. This project is pretty important. It's a testing. It's something that we need to make sure that our product that we created deliver a good result. So yeah, I think congratulations, Stefan, and I think you are doing really well on the internship, and I think you also lift.
All right. Thank you so much, Kabayu, for your work. All right,
Okay.
Victorian. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Kabayu also. I think that's the wrap up for today's Stefan intern graduation presentation. Thank you everyone for coming, especially for Vd, Kak Chris, Kanade, and Kabayu. From me, I think you did a great job during your during your internship here, as we can see in your presentation. And yeah, we wish you all the best luck in the future. Wish you all the best future endeavor. Also, yeah, I think whatever the next path will lead you, as long as you are willing to reach it, I think you will be able to achieve it at all costs. So yeah, I think that's all, guys. We wish you all the best luck again for in the future for Stefan, and wish all guys have a good day for today. So thank you for attending Stefan Intern Graduation presentation, and have a great day.
Have a great day,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Thank you,
Thank you,
Victorian.
everyone.
Thank you
Thank you, everyone.
all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Stefan,